Hello there, Sir from 17 once again, bringing you the second section of Chapter 4 in my Castlevania Night Difficulty video walkthrough. And this level is entitled The Crow Witch, and it's pretty obvious why, because we're going to be going through her castle and taking her on at the end. And this level consists of a bunch of platforming, and then a boss. And there's a couple of encounters along the way with new enemy types, but those aside, it's all pretty standard Castlevania fare. The Swordmasters are an interesting encounter because by themselves they're not that bad, and if you can control them by juggling them and things like that, you can generally have a pretty fun time killing them. But if they get the better of you, they can cause some serious damage very fast because they move quickly, they attack even quicker, they can be bastards at times. But the best strategy that I've found with them is to use the hold the right trigger and A. And what will happen is you will charge a dragon punch like a Shoryuken, and you'll knock them into the air. And from there you can continue to watch that move just there. And then when you're in the air you can just keep hitting them. And if they start glowing you can finish them off with the right trigger and then throw them. But the only time that Swordmasters get difficult is when they come in pairs like right now. So the first thing I do is I come down here, I Shoryuken this first guy, knock his tits off, keep beating him up till he dies so I can focus on his buddy, and you can literally just charge the punch and wait for the Swordmaster to come for you because they are kind of passive, but as soon as they start attacking they will come for you. And that move there you need to jump. If you don't jump he'll hit you with a shockwave. If you're too close to him you've got to jump. I charge it, he comes to me, and he fires another shockwave so I have to release it, but he's doing it again. And he hit me with it that time because I got a bit lazy, and now he's fucking dicing me with his rapier. But charge a punch as soon as he's near to you, beat him up in the air, and he is very, very simple. You shouldn't have too much trouble with them, but there's a handful of different fights coming up where you have to take them on, so you'll just have to be careful. It is a good opportunity to get good at fighting them, so I would definitely recommend fighting them, but if you can skip them, I will show you how if I know of it. If you can't, it's just, you know, get used to it basically. Then carry on through the palace. So we come up here, this bit is tough. Right now, I run across and I get this guy, because I know that behind me another Swordmaster is going to be spawning, and right there I get fucked, because the attack doesn't knock him into the air. So right now there's 3 of them, I don't have any way of knocking them in the air, I'm going to get my ass handed to me. But I sync block him somehow, I was mid-attack there, so I got very lucky. He's going to come in again, because when they do the dash away, they always follow it with the thrust like that guy just did. So be careful, watch them, watch the movements, and as soon as you see them glow, grab them, it will instantly kill them. And then after it, there's a perfect time to charge your punch and try and knock the buddies into the air. But right now, I'm in trouble. I managed to do a perfect sync block, which helps me a lot. He's going to do the swipe. I have to jump or I'll die. There we go. You jump up. And he's going to do the thrust when he moves. You saw it just then. I got lucky then because he missed me. That's just a normal swipe. He's about dead, so I can finish him off with the throw. Now it's 1-on-1, and this is where it gets simpler. And because I've injured him so much, one more attack finishes him off. But that fight can be very difficult, so use your magic to keep yourself alive, use your magic to kill him faster, and you shouldn't have too much trouble. But I did die a couple times because the Swordmasters can be bastards, and you just need to bear that in mind. And once they're dead, you can proceed up this lovely carpeted stairway and continue making your way to the roof. And that's another one of the Brotherhood arcs, but as it says, come back later once your skills have improved. And I don't even know what they give you because it's been such a long time since I've opened one, so I can't really recommend them. But right here, this is the way you're supposed to go, and it makes me wonder if you can do this before the Swordmaster guys come. So if you are having trouble with this fight, see if you can skip it by jumping straight up here. I didn't do it because I don't think it does, but it's one of those opportunities where if you can skip, you might as well, because it'll just save you so much patience and so much frustration. But across here there's obviously another one of the wells to get your life back, so that's always useful. Other ways to get your life back are obviously to pick up the green gems, which increase the maximum capacity of what your HP is. Other ways include using the magic, but I'm going to try and not do that so often. And then you come out here, there's your life gem. So I mean, this right here, that is an example of poor game design if you ask me. There's been levels on this game where you will play all the way through a 40-minute section and there's not a single healing device, and yet this level I come up the stairs after the fight with the Swordmasters. There's no fighting here, there's nothing, and there's one of the wells which fully heals me, there's one of the orbs, one of the collectibles that fully heals me. 2 full heals after a section where I could have done with 1 down there. It just makes no sense, and it proves that there wasn't enough thought put into the pacing of this game when it comes to what they give you and what you can find. But this is the Crow Witch, and she's going to fire eggs at you, and what you have to do is you have to press the trigger to throw them back at her. And the best thing to do is just spam the trigger. Don't care what you do, just keep bashing it, you'll eventually throw one back. And the rules of the fight are simple. The eggs you don't throw back will turn into these vulture things, and be very careful because they're not the hardest of enemies, but if they hit you they will fuck you up. And there's a few of them, the camera's all dynamic and ridiculous, and the boss is attacking you at the same time. So right now, just evade them, attack them, be careful when they do those glowing moves because they really hurt, and focus on killing the vultures. Once you've killed all the vultures you can focus back on the Crow Witch, but right now just focus on the vultures. And obviously it's going to do, it's pinned me to the ground. There's not a lot you can do here unless you jump. If you get caught in it, you've just got to embrace it and try and survive. And yeah, just be careful with these vultures, because right there, he did that fire breath. If that hits you, that can take off 2/3 of your life in seconds. They really are, they're tougher than the boss, in all honesty. It's one of those things where the enemies themselves are the most challenging aspect of this fight. But as soon as he starts glowing, do the grapple move so you can kill him, and then it'll be back to you and the Crow Witch, and then she'll start firing eggs at you again. Right now I think she's going to throw them birds at me, so I should have moved, but oh, I think I dodged them okay. And then she flies away. You'll notice her life is on the white, which means she can't be hit. Close up means eggs. Throw them back, throw as many as you can. If you can get 2, if you can get 3, even better. I got 2 then, the 3rd one's beside me. And as soon as you see that, run towards her, press the grab button, and you'll go into this little animation. And you've got to go into this animation twice, I believe, to pull the mask off. But this first one always results in going back to the arena and fighting. So just watch the screen, don't fuck up the quick time event, because this game is really strict for things like that. And just, here we go, crash lands, it's back to you. Now you can run over to her and beat her up. There's no real move I would recommend using on this moment. It's not like, you know, Ocarina of Time, where if you put the big Goron sword on you could do the jump attack, which did massive damage. It's just one of those where make sure you do a couple of attacks to make sure that the fight continues onwards as scheduled. And right now, I was lucky to dodge that dash move that the vulture just did, because they are bastards for it. But beat him up, kill him. As soon as he dies, she'll go back to throwing eggs at you. If you can get lucky again with the 2 eggs, you should be able to put her to the final stage of the fight, and you should be able to kill her. So watch for the close-up angle. There's no close-up, she's firing the ravens at me, or the crows, should I say. As soon as it goes close up, eggs are coming. She flies away. She repositions. Close up, eggs are coming. Every time, it's the same pattern. If you learn it, you'll have no problems. There's the first one, straight into the quick time action, jump over, and this should finish her off. In theory, because what will happen is when she lands, you have to run over and beat her up, and if she's got low enough life, it should have ended. And another level is down, and that will be the end of chapter 4. So let's have a see what goes on. So once again, it's just the quick time event as you ride her towards the platform. So Earthworm Jim that bitch into the top, and then now we should be able to get the kill. See if we can. So she's got a little bit of life. I would definitely say go into Dark Magic to finish this bitch off, because you don't want to be going for another round. But I'm doing pretty significant damage. Yeah, she don't stand a chance. As soon as that happens, it's the end of the fight. So, as per usual guys, thanks for watching. I hope it's helping. I wish it could have been on Paladin, but I've already explained why it isn't. I just got completely fucked by game developers not knowing what they're doing. And, yeah, thanks for watching. You take care now.